Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our new series, Pre-Bell with William O'Neill India. In this series, we'll take you through Nifty 50 chart placement, along with its probable opening, some key global news and events, along with how global markets perform through the night, and at the end, some charts of the day for you. Without much ado, let's start with Nifty 50's chart analysis for the day. Yesterday, Nifty 50 had a positive opening, but after the opening, it traded in a very narrow range of 60 points through major uh, portion of the day. After making lows, it rebounded in the second half by 100 points and stayed above its 50 DMA and reclaimed its 100 DMA at the end of the day to close the day 0.6% higher. Talking about distribution day count still stands at zero, which is a very good sign. Going forward, we would like distribution day to remain as low as possible for market to stay in confirmed uptrend. Talking about some major news and events, Russia agreed to reduce military activities in Kiev and Cherniv, which led to major spurt in your SGX Nifty in evening, along with your rise in US and your European markets as well. But later, Russia claimed it to be a de-escalation on and not a ceasefire, and said that peace talks still have a long way to go, and Ukraine and the US are still skeptical about the talks from Russia. Because of this news, crude oil had slipped below $103 per barrel during intraday trade, a later gain to end the session near 108. In the same way, USD INR appreciated to 75.6. If we talk about news on the Indian front, we can see that Jindal Stainless reappointed Ratan Jindal as chairman and MD for 5 years. ILFS headquarters at BKC in Mumbai sold ILFS headquarters at BKC in Mumbai sold to Brookfield for rupees 1080 crores. Aviation Ministry mandated AAI to ensure 96 airports to become carbon neutral via 100% renewable energy by 2024. BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited, and Government of India signed a contract estimated at 1993 crores for supply of advanced electric warfare suits for Indian Air Force. Now, tracking cues from your your UK Russia front, as well as positive data from the US in terms of your consumer confidence and your JOLTS job opening data, which was higher than your consensus estimates, led to your US indices closing higher. Dow Jones closed 1% higher, S&P 500 1.2% higher, Nasdaq 1.8% higher. On the Asian markets, you can see that barring Nikkei, your Kospi and Shanghai Composite are trading 0.2% and 0.6% higher respectively, and Nikkei is trading minus 1.5%. If we look at taking cues from SGX Nifty, we can see a very positive gap up opening. SGX Nifty at 8 o'clock was trading around 17,595 against your Nifty's close of somewhere around 17,325 for yesterday, which clearly indicating more than around a 250 to 300 point gap up opening. Now, let's take our focus to some charts of the day. Our first chart of the day is solar industry. Before I go ahead with my analysis, let me give a disclaimer that it's not a buy or sell recommendation at the moment. So for solar industry, it is a leading player in your domestic explosive segment. The domestic explosive is used in your infrastructure and mining segment. If we talk about the company has a 25% market share in the domestic market. Plus, the key end users being your infrastructure and your mining segment. Coal India contributes to 17% of the company's top line, and the company has a 20% market share in Coal India's revenues. Going forward, we can see that Government of India's spend on the infrastructure, along with the company's focus on its overseas markets, are likely to be the growth drivers going forward. The overseas market contribute to nearly 40% of the company's revenue, and the overseas markets have grown at a CAGR of 20 to 22% in the last 4 years. The company has opened nearly 6 plants in 6 different locations in the African countries and wants to increase this presence to 10 countries going forward with a focus on mining activities. If we look at cues from management commentaries from the Q3 FY22, we can see that the company has been guiding a volume growth of sustainable volume growth of 15 to 20% going forward, along with margin guidance of 19 to 20%, which is fairly acceptable if you look at the historical margins, EBITDA margins for the company of 19 to 21% for the last 7 years at a comfortable debt to equity ratio of 0.5. So this was the fundamental analysis. If we talk about the chart analysis and the ratings, the buyer demand is good at B plus. The price strength is fair, but you can see that in the last few days, the RS rating has been climbing. Your RS line has been climbing higher. The stock has been forming a stage 2 cup base, and it's still 5% from the pivot. But as you can look on the accumulation front, the volumes on the high days have been high and on low days have been low. So let's wait to see how the stock performs around the pivot. Our next chart of the day is Oberoi Realty. If we talk about Oberoi Realty, it's a premium real estate developer mainly in the MMR region, your Mumbai metropolitan region. In the Mumbai metropolitan region, it has residential properties of 15.7 million square feet of ongoing projects at the moment. If you look at the Q3 FY22 results, it delivered a good results on the earnings front and have new launches in Thane, in Borivali, and Elevian in your Goregaon East. The company is confident that in the MMR region, demand is expected to remain strong on account of unsold inventories getting reduced and your unit prices to increase if your commodity prices stay higher. Now, talking about their annuity portfolio, they want to increase their annuity portfolio from 1.7 million square feet to 5.7 million square feet in FY23 by adding one mall and office space in FY23 in the MMR region. Now, talking about the chart front, the company is forming a stage 3 consolidation base with a very good buyer demand, plus but the price strength at the moment is fair. So we can wait for the price, the RS line to trend higher till the time it reaches the pivot. It is 6% to the pivot at the moment. Thank you guys, and hope you found this video informative, and stay tuned to our new series Pre-Bell with William O'Neill India for your daily market insights. Thank you.